say his name is Ron L. Thomas Sr. So you can tell us a little bit about who are you, Mr. Thomas?
I'm the president and CEO of a company called BioStrand, and we were founded in 1993, a vision that the Lord gave me, and being in the cosmetology field from childhood, and just looking at all of the challenges that were within our community, and at the same time I was in diversity. At that time, it wasn't a term being used, but I serviced everyone's hair. So I saw a very distinct difference between the accelerated performance and growth in non-African American hair textures versus ours. So I began to research and look for if we're all human beings, regardless as to all of the, Africa theories and the monkey thing and all of that, we're all basically the same. Our cell structures are different in how the hair grows and things like that.
So let me interject. Now you say you noticed with the hair. Now what were you? Were you a barber? Were you a beautician? What
Cosmetologist and a hair designer overall. I service both male and female, and trained in both fields. And so, again, to be brief about it, I needed to find something that would help people of color and people with special needs to have good results as well. And so that's where the theory and the concept of BioStrand was first born. Our research looked at the process of continuously oxygenating and replenishing. That was the key.
Yeah. And so now is your company called BioStrand, or is the product called BioStrand? Where did BioStrand come from?
The name BioStrand is building from the inside out, as it refers to hair, and that's what we say.
Is that what
building
that word
hair from
means?
The inside out? Well, it references the building from the inside out, and then the strand was the focus, the hair strand itself.
Oh, now I get
so
it.
Thus
Bio,
the name was
building from the
inside out. Yes.
Okay, bio, B-I-O, building, B. Okay,
yeah.
And then so you put this. What I'm trying to find out is where did this term
yes,
come from?
all being just led spiritually to see a connection between what I was doing and where the focus was. And so that's where the name came from. And it, of course, gave it kind of a research sound,
That's cute, though.
But a lot of research did go into it, because theoretically, many hair care companies make products and then they put a concept to go with the product. At BioStrand, we research first, create a theory like the oxygenating process and continuous replenishing process was thought of first. Then formulas were created to support that. Yeah.
So now, for those of who you guys are viewing us, you may not see this, but he has a brochure, and in the brochure you have the various products that you make.
Right.
Is that
yes.
you make them? Okay. And then inside it gives you, now you're giving the steps on how to use it, or are you giving the information on what the products are?
Well, what we normally give with our brochure is the steps of the product and what they do. When you buy the product, that's when we provide more information on actual usage. But basically, you understand what you get from each product by reading our brochure.
So now, just the general public, and then we got a lot of beauticians that watch our show, and then of course, we go to beauticians. So paint a picture for us exactly. Why would someone get excited about this term BioStrand? Because you use BioStrand.
I can tell you, first off, because BioStrand is a gem rooted in our culture and in our community. It's still structured for people of color to benefit from its growth. On top of that, it actually creates an environment that detoxifies, reoxygenates, and naturally nutritionalizes the hair and scalp environment, which leads to a more responsive, healthier growth process, and it eliminates the presence of bacteria and other toxins from chemical products that are used, because most people don't realize that when you walk into a drugstore or a beauty supply store, over 98% of those products are researched and developed by men and women whose children don't have to use what they make. You see, my daughter Lauren, if I can show the front of this brochure, this is Lauren Thomas right here. She's a star student at Clark Atlanta University right now to become the next CEO of BioStrand, about to leave here in August, going to China for 4 months to study there, so that she has a global view of how to take BioStrand forward in the next generation. And we're continuing to research. Her younger sister Ashley is in school studying medicine, because we're going to prove that BioStrand actually corrects the inner body, the effects, that the negative effects that are being experienced through our scalps, where negative elements are left from a lot of the products that we use from just general store products, and cause a lot of bacteria and long-term illness.
So, okay, so we can get a picture here. Now, when you go into the beauty supply store, BioStrand, that's nothing about that name that's going to draw you to that counter. So how do we as the public know that this is something we should be considering?
Well, what we're still doing, because we don't sell through beauty supply stores, BioStrand is a premium, high-end specialty product designed for special use and for people who are really looking to have good long-term health results. You know, I look at all the time, you may have a person driving a Lexus. If they're spending $6.99 on the hair treatments that go on their hair, then they don't really understand the true value and quality of life. The Lexus will probably outlive them as a result of that, you see. So with BioStrand, you invest in a premium product line that has value-added ingredients that make you healthier internally and externally. How do you find us? Through television commercials. We're launching an ad now with WJYS. We're going to be advertising with them. And we will be found in other media formats. We're broadly viewed on YouTube, as well as we have an excellent website with just a host of information. And we're also in fine salons around the country.
Your website information.
We can be found at www.biostrand.com. That's www.biostrand.com. Our office number, 708-757-1100. That's 708-757-1100. And we'll be more than glad to answer any questions and assist people.
Over the years now, if I'm not mistaken, based on some of the things I was reading and looking on your website, now you were introducing your product to the public. You do workshops and seminars. Do you still do that, or is that?
You know what? As people show more interest in it, that's what we do. We used to do trade shows and different things like that, and really targeted the professionally highly. And what we found is that after I would travel, and I had a traveling group that people that I trained that would go different places. What we found, and I hate to say it, but it's the truth, in salons they wanted to cherry pick, and like we have a basic program here, which is 5 steps: ToxiCleanse, Cleanse Make, Cortifex, Gourmet, and Finesse. Those 5 products are sold in a package, and you're supposed to start any new client with at least those 5 products. The other 9 products now, forgive me, the other 4, now 6 other products we have on the marketplace are usable and interactive with this basic program. But what we found is that it wasn't being properly marketed. So that's why now we're targeting you as the consumer and telling you directly that BioStrand will make a difference for your hair. We have a lot of success with people that are cross-cultural families. You know, the mother may be European, the father may be of African or, you know, Latin or Spanish descent. And that hair texture, that wavy, curly kind of hair, or the dad's hair is straight, the mom's hair is over curly. Our products completely just cover the whole gambit, as well as they work well for the skin as well.
Okay, now give us a little education on this, because I've interviewed other hair care specialists, and then the common theme or the common knowledge seems to be that your hair growth is internal. It's based on what you put in, that's what comes out as far as your hair.
Yeah, you know what? Factors like stress, diet, long-term, whether you ever cleanse your body, if you eat high levels of meats that have toxins in them, all of those things affect you. The biggest key to hair growth is the reoxygenation of the hair and scalp environment, which BioStrand is the one company. Any cosmetologist that comes in and really trains with us, the first thing they say is that our technology is 10 years minimally ahead of what's going on in the rest of the industry. Why? Because we open up the hair strand, we open up the scalp, and we actually allow the body to engage in the interactivity with the atmosphere. And that's what accelerates the growth with BioStrand. When we first started, we had women thinking that their retouches weren't lasting, but what it was is that their hair was growing faster, so they had more new growth, between hair retouches in our community. In other cultures where color use and abuse and hair holding sprays were used harshly with naturally straight to wavy textures, those clients found that they were